Let's go. United 3, Everton 0. United kick off a grueling week and a grueling Christmas schedule with all three forwards scoring goals and a clean sheet. Let's get into the talking points. So the first talking point, United's individual quality masks a meh performance on an emotional night for Everton players and fans. The early goal by Garnacho, besides being ridiculous, as well as a few saves by Onana, made the difference. You know, Garnacho's goal was reminiscent of Wayne Rooney against Man City back in the day. Obviously, the stakes not quite as high for us now, but the quality was there. An amazing goal by the kid. Rashford got a much-needed goal as well. You know, Bruno, you could technically say he got 2 assists on that play. He played the ball into Martial, and then he also let Rashford take the penalty. By the way, I don't know what Ashley Young's complaining about. You could see in the moment he started to put his hands on his head because he knew he messed up. But then he tried to argue at the end, like, no, it wasn't me. That's not what happened. You know, but it was clearly a penalty. Not sure what they were complaining about. And then at the end, Martial with the class dink over Pickford. You know, this guy doesn't have the legs he used to have. He's made of glass. But, you know, he's been able to give us a few minutes here and there, either when Højlund needs a break or if we need to start him. So, you know, happy for him to continue doing that now. If we can keep him in glass and maybe he can give us performances like this one. But we do need a new striker moving forward. I just don't think that's something we're going to be able to take care of in this window. So happy to see Martial contributing in that way. The second talking point is to quote, you know, my man Randy Watson. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Besides Garnacho's goal, wonder goal even, you know, Kobe Mainoo dominated the midfield. He bossed that midfield today. I think he has to be included in every midfield that we play moving forward, regardless of who's healthy and who's playing, right? So for our American fans, people who are not maybe as, you know, familiar with how the sport works, you can compare the midfield kind of to like the guard play in college basketball. If you have great guards, they're at the point of the attack and they're also at the point of defense, right? They're part of that transition, making sure you control the middle of the court. Midfield's the exact same way in soccer. You know, great midfield means you can keep the ball, you can dictate play, and this kid, even though he's 18, he looked like the best midfielder on the field today and did not seem bothered by any of the pressure or anything like that. I understand why we're playing McTominay. You know, we need a guy who's going to give his all, who's going to run. You know, Amrabat, who I was hoping would be a transformative signing for us, doesn't look like he has the legs for the Premier League. You know, I could still be proven wrong. But, you know, I was thinking we should switch McTominay for Amrabat, but we ended up taking off Mainoo, which I think was the right decision because you want to rest him for, you know, midweek. You don't want to overplay this kid while you can rest him and make sure you play him. But, you know, McTominay doesn't really give you much building up and in the middle of the park. He's only good, you know, in the boxes. I think Mainoo kind of gives us everything. He's good in the air. He's good on the ground. He's got amazing composure, and he's able to, you know, keep the ball in the way that, you know, our style is and the way Ten Hag wants to play. So I think this kid, the sky is the limit for him. And, you know, I hope to see more of him moving forward. And so more importantly, 3 points in a clean sheet. And we got to rest some players, including, you know, Martial, Mainoo, Luke Shaw, who just came back from injury. And, you know, part of my, you know, campaign for relentless optimism, you know, let's just keep grinding out victories. I know it was 3-0, but I would say the scoreline maybe flattered us a little bit today because they had a lot of the better chances. You know, they were peppering our goal at different points in the first half and the second half. But, you know, we got the win. And as long as we keep grinding out victories, keep letting our injured players trickle back in, and we can start to play the style that Ten Hag wants to play. And then hopefully with the takeover, you know, in January, we can spend some money on some players that will contribute and help us play the style that we're trying to play instead of putting together this Franken team with 35-year-olds and guys we tried to sell in the summer and, you know, and guys who have been injured the last 2 years, but, you know, are quality players like Martial. So, you know, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out other videos. I'm trying to do more content moving forward. A little under the weather today, but this was the kind of game just to get me out of that funk and get me in the mood. So look out for more content moving forward. Up the Reds.